All right. Before we get into the big stories, let's catch up on a few other things that are going on. First of all, Jeopardy has finally chosen its permanent hosts. And no, it's not Steve Harvey. He's too busy doing every other game show. It's actually going to be Mayim Bialik and Ken Jennings. Yeah. That's really, really great for them. Congratulations to my man Ken, or as your grandfather calls them, not Alex Trebek and lady not Alex Trebek. In sports news, the NFL has announced that they're launching their own streaming service, which is fantastic, because I don't know about you guys, but we just don't have enough of them right now, you know? And this app is apparently going to have all of the pre-season games, which is kind of like paying to watch the story part in porn. But I guess that's what some people like. So this is going to be good. In politics news, Mike Pence says he's being treated differently now that he's no longer vice president, and that he had to recently wait 25 minutes for a table at Olive Garden. Yeah. Which sucks, yes, but on the upside, Trump supporters aren't trying to kill him anymore. So I mean, pros and cons. Pros and cons. I will say, it is a little wild to me that Mike Pence even goes to Olive Garden. Like, I think it's dangerous to eat at an Olive Garden when you look so much like a breadstick. Someone like, oh, sorry, sir. And of course, I'm sure you've all heard the sad news. After nearly 40 years, Klondike is discontinuing the Choco Taco. Yeah, it's not me, it's them. I know, it's outrageous. The Choco Taco is the perfect American fusion of cultures, right? It's Mexican and sugar. And how are you gonna get rid of the Choco Taco before getting rid of the popsicle, huh? Nobody likes those. This is dildos that give you brain freeze. Come on. But anyway, let's move on to some of the bigger news stories of the day. And we're going to start off with the Catholic Church, the world's #1 manufacturer of atheists. The Catholic Church has made many, many positive contributions to society in the fields of art and science and philosophy. And if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have come up with the smoke machines in the club, you know? But the church has also done some bad things over the last, say, 2,000 years. Which is why, in a really positive development, Pope Francis is seeking absolution for the church's sins.
On his first full day in Canada, Pope Francis delivered a historic apology for the, quote, evil committed by so many Christians against Indigenous people.
At the site of a former residential school in the Canadian city of Massachusets, Pope Francis was greeted with sacred drumming and dance, rituals the church once sought to erase for around a century. More than 150,000 Native children were taken from their families to attend government-funded residential schools, most of them run by the Catholic Church. They faced rampant neglect, physical and sexual abuse while being forced to assimilate. It was here the Pope issued a historic apology.
I am here because the first step of my penitential pilgrimage among you is that of again asking forgiveness.
Man, you know what? Say what you want. I love this Pope. I really do. Yeah, because ever since he's come into office, or into power, or ever since he's gotten the gig, what do they even say? Whatever it is, he's done a really good job of trying to right the Catholic Church's wrongs. You know, he's reached out to other faiths. He said gay people can get into heaven. And don't forget, he added a pop and lock to the sign of the cross. You know, it's like, oh, me no nos perus, donde no no veru. On top of that, he's apologizing to Indigenous people in Canada for the role the Catholic Church played in trying to erase their culture. I'm glad he's doing that. It also must have been a shock to Canadians, you know? Someone coming and apologizing to them. You just be like, I'm sorry? It's like, no, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry? And you know, beyond the Pope, yeah, the Pope is great in all of this, but you know who the heroes of the story are? The Indigenous people, yeah. For not just speaking to the Pope, but for forgiving him, even letting him wear their traditional headdress. That was amazing. It was gracious, you know? Unless they were just setting him up for a trap. You know, it's like, we let bygones be bygones, please accept this headdress, snap photo, and you're canceled, motherfucker! We got you! Cultural appropriation! They didn't do that, but it would have been funny.